Hello and welcome to today's video on how to do investing. Today's video is my 10,000 subscriber thank you video, so a huge shout out to that. I'm going to be going over the markets and then I've got a special surprise for you towards the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so I just wanted to start off here by obviously saying a huge thank you for all of the support that I've gotten in my channel and the growth that I've seen and everything that you guys have taught me and what we've been learning together. I couldn't trade this experience for anything else, and honestly, it's the biggest blessing that has ever come into my life, and I'm so thankful for every single one of you. I cannot measure the appreciation for every like, comment, share that you guys have given me. It's been an amazing ride along the way, and I never could have done it without you guys. But I want to talk about the market capitalization and the markets here in general, because there's been a lot of uncertainty through June. And I know, like, I lost quite a bit of money, nothing crazy, but to the point where I kept getting stopped out and it was frustrating. I had to step away from the markets and just hold US dollar tether on Poloniex for a little while to kind of reevaluate and wait for these markets to really get good conditions. That's the thing, is, you know, when you're trading these markets, you want to make sure the conditions are good, and the conditions have been bad all through like the middle of June and into July. They've just been very dumpy, and it's been kind of hard to work with because not a lot of good trade setups would stick or hold. Been getting stopped out, but I'm here to tell you that that's about to change. Starting with Bitcoin, in my eyes, we're going to have Bitcoin will leg up again, up to $5,000 is my prediction, and in this leg up, everything else is going to follow it along with it. So really, we'll just see how it does during the August 1st thing, because that's a lot of bearish fundamentals, but I think most of that was priced in during this dump here and this dump here. So from 3K down to 2200, and then back from about, I guess, let's see, what is that secondary dump point? 2700 down to 1800, where I was telling people cryptocurrency isn't dead. You can go check that video out. I was like, hey, listen, it's not dead. We're expecting a bounce. Sure enough, the market capitalization has bounced from that point, and I personally believe that it's going to continue on the upside here. We just broke out of this formation here, and I see a lot of bullish movement here. This looks like the first wave in an Elliott sequence with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is a mothership. All the other altcoins follow it. So if we look here, we have this nice impulsive wave. I think that we have more impulsive waves on the way up here with Bitcoin. So I'm expecting two more legs up in this leg, and then another pullback and another leg up in Bitcoin to a new all-time high. But I'll get it more into that and the targets and stuff later. But I do have that stuff that I'm, when that comes around and I make the prediction, I will be posting that in my VIP lounge for anybody that's a VIP member. But I see these markets as really just done with this bearish movement now. We're about to take off again. But one thing I do want to note is I'm going to wait for the breakout before I take my tether and put it back into altcoins and cryptocurrency in general. Right now, aside from my long-term account, I have 20% in altcoins, 10% in Bitcoin on Kraken, so that when the split happens, I can dump my BCC, because that's where you can dump your Bitcoin Cash on August 1st when the split happens, is kraken.com. It's an exchange, and they'll allow you to trade BCC. So I've got 10% on Kraken, 20% on Poloniex and altcoins, and then the remainder 70% completely in US dollar tether until this point happens. So let me point out what that is. If we go into the market cap, let me drag this over here, we can see this downtrend, this down channeling happening here in the market capitalization. And if we break that down channel, that's when I'm going to go ahead and put my money back into these coins and be willing to look for setups and be a little bit more confident going with more sizable positions and some stuff like that, because the market will take off crazy if we can break above that point. So let's go ahead and look at what that would be. So that mark exactly would be if we can break above $95 billion. So that's kind of the magic number in my eyes, is if we break 95 billion, we'll leg up to like 140 billion, possibly closer to 200 billion, and crypto will be in that same wave up that we all experienced, that euphoria phase during May, June, and July. Well, July it really started to take off, and in the middle, dump off it, and in the middle of June as well. But really during April and May and the beginning of June, we had this extreme pump in cryptocurrency, and I see that coming again, especially since if we get the Bitcoin fork to actually function and go through smoothly, like I see it happening, it will just happen very smoothly, then we're going to see a huge pump in crypto, because that means it's scalable. That means that the main coin that's really carrying everything, which is Bitcoin, is scalable. That's the biggest news in cryptocurrency yet. People consider it bearish, but really in my eyes, that's the biggest bullish news ever in cryptocurrency, is if we can get this fork to happen, and happen smoothly, is because we'll actually have the split, which means we'll be able to handle the transactions that we need to. So that's kind of what I'm seeing in the markets and the capitalization. Again, wait for that $95 billion breakout so that we can actually confirm that these will move, because it's usually smarter to wait for the breakouts, especially in this type of bearish uncertainty market. But really, I think that Bitcoin will do well right off the bat. Ripple is going to do very well during this period of time as well. If we look at the Bitcoin chart here, as we can see, Ripple is finally coming down to this major 786 zone, which is an excellent buy area. And I personally am holding Ripple, and I see it going up past new all-time highs. Pretty much the entire market I see going up past all-time highs, so long as we can break that $95 billion mark. So that's really the factor, the determination factor that I'm putting out on this. So again, watch for that $95 billion breakout, but right now it's looking very good. Market capitalization, Bitcoin is looking very bullish. I don't see this going bearish any further unless we can't break that point. So that's really the determination that I'm telling you guys and dropping onto the market, so that you guys can have a better idea of kind of what's going on. But again, if that happens, then pretty much everything is going to go up. Nothing will stop any lower. So go ahead and do yourself a favor. Go buy yourself some Bitcoin, sell it into Tether, and then wait for this to break $95 billion and start putting your money into altcoins and Bitcoin, because everything is going to leg up crazy when this occurs. And I'm excited to be streaming and making videos all through this period of time. So, it's been an amazing journey along the way, and the support that I've gotten is unbelievable. So keep those emails coming, keep those comments coming, keep the questions coming. I know that a lot of people have been having a hard time, and it's been discouraging lately through this dip, but I'm here to tell you that it's temporary, and that the markets will go crazy, and you'll be able to recover everything that you lost in that dip. So don't buy into the FUD, don't sell into the FUD. If you're not in Tether already, hold through this, because there's a high likelihood that we all leg up again here. Every single cryptocurrency. The dumping, that's panic. It was panic. And panic is an emotion, like I talk about in that video, Is Cryptocurrency Dead? Go ahead and check it out if you haven't watched it. And emotion passes, it doesn't stay. It's here and then it's gone. So that's why this emotion can't hold, it can't stick, especially with the actual technological benefit of cryptocurrency. And that movement is going to keep pumping these markets all the way up. So, get yourself ready for this pump. Again, I'm using Kraken.com if you haven't used this exchange, /EN-US if you're an American customer. And this is where you can go ahead and dump your Bitcoin Cash, or BCC, when the fork happens on August 1st. So yeah, go ahead and sign up to my email list again as well, highaltitudecrypto.io. I hope that you learned something from me overviewing the markets. Go ahead and check out the new website, highaltitudecrypto.io, for the ebook. If you just sign up to the email list, you can get that as a free download, and it's basically a beginner's intro into cryptocurrency. Tells you exactly what crypto is, why it's important to be getting interested in it, how you can personally profit off of it, what exchanges are, and some things like that. I really highly recommend it. So go ahead and sign up for my email list. Anybody that's already on the list will be getting an email out today with the announcement as well. So thank you guys so much for that 10,000 subscribers. I really appreciate the support, and I will be catching you guys in my next videos. As always, stay profitable.